Welcome, guys. Welcome to High Vibrational Events. I am your host, cmeaganmichael. I am a seer, a seeker, a visionary, and a medium. I am also apparently a talent scout or producer, definitely a producer of high vibrational and spiritual events. Um, I also have always attracted and been drawn to amazing spiritual talent, and we will be showcasing and featuring different spiritual thought leaders and mediums, psychics, channelers, all kinds of amazing people, all high vibrational, right here on High Vibrational Events. And that's HVE, High Vibrational Events. Let me see where I'm streaming right now. Hang on. I've been so busy because tomorrow night I have this huge event and I hope you're going to be there, featuring myself and Allison. Oh, I didn't even ask her. I believe the pronunciation is Cappuccilli, but it could be Cappuccilli. I have to ask her when I see her live tomorrow. But Allison has been around for a long time. In fact, I'll show you our promo and everything. But we've been getting so many people donating today for tomorrow that I'm running a few minutes behind. But here I am with you. I'm so happy to be here. Let me make sure that I'm streaming somewhere like my page, because I don't see anybody yet. So I just want to be, oh, there I am. Okay, great. All right. So let's go ahead and share to have vibrational mastery of the group. All right, I'm saying join me tonight for live psychic readings, energy clearing, and announcements, what you've all been waiting for. Oh, let me turn off my alarm. I still actually want to go put some earrings on. I feel like I need to put my earrings on. All right, let me close some of these windows down. I got so many of them open. Let me get the PayPal link for you guys and share and invite you to share. Let me know if you're just getting here. I see a heart. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Wow, I'm so happy. This is so exciting. This is super exciting, guys. Yay. All right. So what I'm going to do is okay, or Cashapp. Ooh. Says my live starts in 3 minutes. Wow. Okay. Well, that's important because I need to make sure that I'm there. So my live's already started. Okay. That's a good idea too. But okay, we are live right now. Hi, Linda. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let me get my so tell me who's here. All right. Well, that's a bot on YouTube, but that's good. That means I'm live on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Okay, so I'm live on my channel, and let me see if I'm live on the other channel as well. Good. I am live on YouTube. I'm live with you here on Facebook. Just need to do some sharing out. Make sure it's public, which it is. Oops, that's the wrong text. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know. I didn't mean. Well, that's all right. All right. Let me. It'll take me a few minutes. It's all right. You know what? This is the beginning of something really, 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 really big. This is this is a pivotal moment in my life and in the history of high vibrational mastery and high vibrational events, which has just been birthed. Um, I'm still setting up the Facebook page. It's connected. I have the .com. It's connected to my. Give me 1 second. Connected to my uh, high vibrational mat. Everything's getting set up, is what I'm saying. Everything is still being set up, but we're live. We're streaming. We're creating events. Tomorrow I have an incredible event with Allison, and I have to ask her right now. How do I pronounce her last name? What is the correct pronunciation of your last name? All right. So please record so I can listen. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So we're going to share, share, share. I'm inviting you all to share. And we'll start talking in a few minutes and get everything together. I wanted to make sure um, that I was live and everything was set up here with you guys. And then we'll, all right, post on Rainbow Journey as well. Tonight we're doing psychic readings and psychic readings with energy clearing. So it's either $25 or $33 for both the energy reading. I mean, the reading and the energy clearing. Okay, let's see what she says. One moment. Do, 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 do. Okay, Capicilli. I got it. I actually had it right the first time. Oh, actually, I said Capicilli, but it's Capicilli. Capicilli. So Allison Capicilli is my guest tomorrow. We are going to be co-creating amazing readings and energy clearings. I'm excited for that. Hang on. I'm live now. Got your name right. Excited. Oh, I'm excited for tomorrow. We are both so excited for tomorrow. I got to share something with you. So my connection with Allison. You know what? Let me finish getting set up first. Okay. Oh, good evening, Kelly Jean. She goes, if you can send some healing vibes to my Bailey, I had to send to doggy heaven today. Oh God, I'm so sorry for your loss. I know how I understand, and I'm really sorry that you're going through that. He's fine. Just so you know, Bailey is completely fine. In fact, uh, today for me is the last day that I ever saw my mother in human form. Um, and so, but I was thinking about it today. I thought I'm in such a good mood, and I pondered. But I understand. I read your post earlier, Kelly Jean, about how you had to put your dog down and or something to that effect. And I just want you to know that they're free now. They're free. They're happy. They're back home in spirit. It's up to us, the humans that are still, you know, I don't want to say left behind. That's not really. We're not left. Who did still choose to be here to. Yeah, listen, says big hugs. To learn the lessons that come with with growth. It's growth. Spiritual growth um, comes from that. But anyway, but I will absolutely send you healing vibes, and Bailey does not need them, but I will be glad to send them to him too. He is spirit now, so he is healing vibes himself, and I'm hearing by your side. He's with you. He's with you. I mean, he goes to spirit and processes as all souls do, but there's a part of his energy that will always remain with you. That's what I'm hearing. The physical body just wears out after a while. These flesh and bone creations are not meant to be infinite, but we are. Linda, Ernest. I love you, Linda. I just think you're the best. She always has something beautiful to say. She goes, like a sunflower, may your spirit always stand tall and reach for the light. Blessings and the warmest hugs. Namaste. So beautiful. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty. She goes on how they're like your children with four legs. See, I never had human children in this life. In this life, I know I have in other lives, but in this life, all my children have four legs. Yeah, even my they're not my children, the squirrels and the birds and stuff. They don't well, actually the birds don't have four legs, but they're my family. I should say my family, not my children. But my furry kids, I've got two dogs, two cats. Everybody's got four legs. They are absolutely my soul family. And I understand. Yeah, I mean it's there. A lot of people don't realize how intelligent and communicative animals really are. We are kind of trained or brainwashed, especially people from my generation, into just believing that animals are here for us to either consume or to own or to ride, that they're here for our pleasure in some way. And it's not that, I mean, while there may be truth to that we're co-creating this reality together, there's not, but at the same time, if and when people take the time to connect from their heart center to the animals, then they understand what they're saying. I communicate now in a way that I've never communicated before. Number one, because I believe it. Number two, I practice it. It's telepathy. It's telepathy. You know what? She goes, to me, they are healers. Hi, Heather. Great to see you. Welcome, my dear. I'm always so happy to see you here. She goes, to me, they are healers. Unbelievably, I can't even say it better than that. They are to me too. My furry kids are absolutely my greatest healers in this life. Allison says, if we don't change, the animals may eventually opt out. Well, it's possible. I don't think that will happen, but that's funny though. I'm pretty sure we're all evolving together. And let me share this with you. But that's good. You're sharp. I went out because I have these squirrel friends that live outside, and they're wild squirrels, but I feed them. I buy them peanuts now, and I have little dishes outside, and I get the water and the whole thing. We're just really close. And so, I mean, I've never touched them yet. I'm hoping maybe one day they'll touch my finger or something, but it's not about that. It's really not. I'm not trying to get them to do something that they don't want to do. It's not about that at all. Master teaches with unconditional love. Absolutely. It's just about, I feel drawn to share food with them. I enjoy watching them eat it. You know what I mean? I really enjoy getting to know them, So I guess for me, it's kind of like other people. Just because I meet you and I like you doesn't mean I want to put my hands all over you. I don't know. That might sound weird, but anyway, you know what I mean? I don't not like I wouldn't like to hug a squirrel, but I'm just saying it's not my intention to get them to come over to me. And that would have been my intention 10 years ago or most of my life. I would have been like, oh, I really want to touch the squirrel. No, I just want to be with them and be present with them. Anyway, so today I was looking down because I'm on the second floor, and I go down and I feed them in person too. But a lot of times, like in the morning for breakfast, I throw it down. I'll throw down the seeds and I'll throw down the peanuts, right? Hi, Shaylee. Welcome, dear. Welcome. And they are extended family. Yeah, they are. And so there was something on the ground, and I didn't know what it was. And I thought, did somebody give them a piece of bread? I mean, I'm 2 stories up. I really couldn't see the details, but it was something white. It was about that size. Like, did somebody give them bread? Did some plastic blow over here? And I've got to go clean it up. And I said to the squirrel, and I'm not even kidding. I wish I had this on, but you'll believe me because I'm telling you the truth. All right. So I said to the squirrel, I said, what is that? I said, what is that? And I'm pointing to the thing. That's the only thing that doesn't belong there, And so the squirrel, I kid you not, walks over to the thing and he looks at it and he touches it. I said, thank you. And I'll come down and take care of that. You have 5 pet squirrels, Joyce? You actually have pet squirrels? Oh, I have some kind of feeling inside. I don't think it's envy. I think it's like awe. Yeah, awe, because I don't do envy. But it's awe. I'm in awe. Oh my God, really? Man, that is so amazing. But then you probably know just what I'm talking about. I pointed to the thing on the ground and I said, what is that? And he walked over and he touched it. And he looked up at me. I'm like, yeah, that. And I said to myself, I'm having a conversation. We do it all the time, but this was just so blatantly obvious that we were having a conversation, you know? Um, Kelly says, do animals get stuck or don't cross over like humans? If I'm asking correctly, I understand what you're saying. And let me see if my human mind wants to say I don't think so, but let me see if I receive anything else. Heather says, "Wow, yeah, I know." He went over and he pointed and he touched it. He goes, "This thing right there." Oh wait, one more thing, and I'll get to your question. But we have squirrel visitors too. And another thing they like to do is like put one hand on their chest or put both hands. And I was doing that today. A lot of times I'll be like, "I've got a peanut." He'll be like, "For me?" I'm like, "Yeah, for you." So like, "Oh, thank you." My heart melts, right? So today I was down there and I was sitting there and I thought maybe maybe he wants to come a little closer, you know, because they'll get within like 2 feet of me. But I thought maybe just a little bit closer, just so I can watch you chew. I love listening to the sound of the crunching, whatever. Anyway, so what was my point here? My point was, oh yeah. So I had the peanut, and then the squirrel did this, right? And so I carefully put down the bucket of seed that I had, and I did the exact same thing with my right hand. I mirrored him, and he's looking at me, and we're both sitting there with our right hand, and then he did this, and so I did that, and then he's like, "Wait a minute, does she understand me?" And so then he goes, "Hmm," and he used his left hand, right? So I used my left hand. He was like, "Whoa, this lady's talking to me. She's communicating with me." I'm telling you, this was an incredible experience with the squirrel today. Squirrel sign language. Oh my God, yes, Allison, it's squirrel sign language. Yeah, I'm telling you, we are making we are. Oh my God, I swear, every time I'm like, "Peanut," it's like, "For me." Yeah, for you. Oh, thank you. I'm like, "Oh, you're welcome." But this was really cool. Right hand, both hands, left hand. It was very intentional. It was, and he was watching me so carefully, like, the left hand. She did it too. Yeah, it's really cool. Really, really, really cool. Squirrel sign language. I love that. I don't feel that animals get stuck. I do feel that sometimes humans who are very attached and who don't want to let go, that the animal may feel kind of like a pull. Um, I'm not an expert at this, I have to tell you, but this is what I'm. But I'm not. It's not me anyway. It's spirit giving me this inspiration to tell you this. Um, so I am feeling that sometimes that they may not be stuck, but not want to leave the person if the person is really attached and really sad. But I do feel that animals are pure love. They're pure love, and I do feel that they do cross over. And you know, with even with humans, I always, you know, suggest, you know, letting this person, whether it's a human or an animal, know, you know, it's okay to go. It's okay to go. I love you, and I'll see you. You know, come back if you want to come back and visit. I'll see you. Like with my mom, perfect example. You know, as I was saying earlier, today was this day last year. Hey, I'll show you. Let me go get some earrings, and I'll bring back the thing, and I'll be right back with you. All right, and feel free to share it out. And if you guys are let me see. Heather says, my understanding is all energy eventually returns to its natural state once they leave the physical expression. That is beautifully stated. Yeah. Oh, I completely agree. I completely agree. Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back. And now it's the thing that's absolutely amazing. I know, right? I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm bringing some stuff. We're doing show and tell. Remember show and tell? So first of all, I want to put on my headset so you can hear me. I decided I'm not going to put on earrings. I want to put on, hi, mom and dad. You're going to meet mom and dad in just a moment. I'm going to put on my necklace. So this is a beautiful necklace that my beautiful soul sister, Allison. And I, so this is what Allison says, that she's got a birthday twin. My birthday twin is Debbie Charlton. We're both born on the same day, month, and year. Most of you know that because I've been talking about it for a while. Anyway, so she made me this. We've been good friends for, I keep dropping it, for a few years now. But when we first met, we were really drawn to each other, and then we shared the birthday thing. And anyway, she had this made for me. It's hard to see it on camera. I've tried to show it before. Yeah, you really can't see it well. But anyway, it's a picture of my mother and I when I was a little girl. And it says, till I see you again. Something like that's what it says, till I see you again. So actually, maybe I put it on. Why not? I'll put it on. It's beautiful. But I want to show you. Hang on. Come on, Spirit. Help me out here with this thingy, please. Mom, if you're there, could you close my necklace, please? I never asked her to do that before. She's been totally with me all day. Oh, there it goes. Thank you very much. Okay. So these are my parents. I don't think I ever showed you this. Hang on, this is their wedding photo. That's my mom and dad. I know, they're beautiful. They're very, very beautiful people. See? My mom is very elegant and very glamorous. And that's another picture of them. That's mom and dad. And mom transitioned last year, February 17th of 2021. Oops. My cell phone fell in the garbage. And she was 91 years old. But I'll show you this. Anyway. See, that was the last time I saw her. I went to see her. They let us in. They let us in the assisted living facility. My awesome friend Diane drove us down there and to Fort Lauderdale, and they let us in, and I got to sing. Thank you, Allison. Oh, thank you, Heather. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. She was really stunning. Yeah. Excuse me. And so I was able to, and she was a professional songwriter, retired, and piano teacher, retired and such. And I actually read one of her poems to, I didn't read it. I think I recited it. Oh, whatever. I recited one of her poems to her. I sang one of her songs. It was just coming to me. And it was just a beautiful experience. We had a lot of closure. We really did. My mom, before she transitioned, I had a lot of closure and with her. And she knew, I made it clear. That was why I was bringing it up, because I made it clear that it's okay. When you're ready to go, I'm good. And I feel that's important, that we let our loved ones know that we're going to be okay, because we are. Linda says, very elegant picture of your mom and dad. Oh, thank you. My mom was always like that. I mean, maybe not in her 90s and stuff, but when she was younger, yeah, she was very looked just so, she was a tough act to follow, I'll tell you. But I that was part of my education, part of my growing up, was, wow, mom is really beautiful, and wow, mom is really picky, and likes, you know what I mean? And I was really pretty, but I wasn't as pretty as my mom. I don't think so. But why am I comparing? But anyway, see, that's the thing. Anyway, lots of lessons, but I learned them, and we learn and we grow and we evolve, And she was awesome. And by the time she transitioned, we had resolved and anything that we ever went through, and we didn't have to talk about it all. In fact, I don't think that would have even been a thing. We energetically, most of it got resolved that way. And then just my sincere, unconditional love for her. And that's a great question. I'll get to that in a minute. She goes, I can see her in you. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely have a creativity. Aw, you're such a sweetheart. You're gorgeous too, my dear. Absolutely. But thank you. And it was, I am perfectly content in my own skin. I would like to think that she got to that point too. I know I have. And that's, oh boy, that's a big one. That's a big lesson when you're really comfortable in your own skin, and I'm not, I really, yeah, I really am. I'm just happy being me. I'm happy. Now, Anastasia, is that am I pronouncing your name correctly? Hello, I would like to know if my modeling career, a plus size model, would go if I were to pursue it. Would I get a lot of work as a model? That is a great question. I am doing readings today. Now, live psychic reading today is $25, and if it's about an energy clearing, where spirit's going to show you something that needs to be released and then clear it, that's $33 and up. I mean, whatever. Baseline is 25 or 33. So I'd love to read for you. But I do want to say that you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're feeling drawn to do that and you feel aligned with it, so this is a general thing, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if you want the PayPal link and I'll get that for you. Okay. If you want a personal reading here, but I really want to let you know that if you feel drawn to do this and you're excited about it, that's important, guys, too. Sorry, I've got an itch in my nose. If you feel excited about something, if it feels like a passion, like God, I love this so much, I would do it for free almost. You know, that's how much I love doing this thing. Like I love live streaming with you guys. I love reading for you. I really love it. And I love working with other psychics and I love promoting them and presenting them. I love that. This is just so freaking exciting to me. That's how I know I'm in alignment. That's how I know that I feel passionate about that. That's how I know the spirit is divinely guiding me in this direction. So is that how you feel about plus size modeling? Is that how you feel? You know, if something feels like a struggle, I feel like you're passionate about it. I honestly do. I can say that. You know, if something feels like a struggle, oh wow, look at that. Oh wow. Allison says I was a former plus size model. Oh no, I get a girlfriend. You can interject and share anytime you like. I love that. I love that. And Allison's going to be on my show tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah. So excited about that. Well, we're going to be co-creating amazing live readings. Let me just check PayPal. If anybody's donated, let me know. If you've donated for tonight, let me know. If you've donated for tomorrow for Allison and I, let me know. Tomorrow it's $55. All right, we have two people in line already for tomorrow. All right. So be clear when you donate whether it's for today or tomorrow, guys. All right. Although I'm pretty sure that will be pretty obvious anyway. Um, I am live. Do you not see me? Hang on. No wonder I don't see Kimmy. She doesn't know I'm here. Let me tag her. Yeah, there's something when I did the sharing today. When I did the, I didn't I, something. I don't think I reached all the places I normally share to, but that's okay too. All right, let me. Can I share this to my page? I bet I can too. Yeah. Well, okay, hold on. I'm super excited. Okay, now don't do that. Do this. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Also, if you use Cash App, guys, let me know. Yeah, don't create an event right now on my page. Just promote it. Okay. Oh no. Kimmy's like, what? All right. Hi, Ada Kelly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. All right. This is because okay, I found you. Thank goodness. Okay. Because usually I get notifications from Facebook. I didn't tonight. I had to come and look. Where's Johnny Mutz? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know I'm here either. We should just tag him and say, hey. He was live earlier with Ria. Let me see if I can pull you up on this. Hang on a minute. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. How can I share? I'm investigating the oh wait a minute slides extra camera. Wow, that's a new thing. Oh, a video file share. I know I could do that either. Oh, that's not what I want to. How about? How about? Wait, I know. I made us a folder. High vibrational event. Hello, spirit. I know it's got to be here. Well, if I can't do it, I can always. There is no can't in this world. But anyway, it's not. I was going to show the promo for tomorrow, but we're not going to worry about that. Anyway, so tomorrow night I will be here live with Allison Capicilli. Capicilli, right? Capicilli. Hi Kim. It's a spirit. Kimmy says shared. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. Reading. Oh, excellent. Well, I would love to read for you, my dear. Again, I have the. Oh, let me pin the PayPal links for you guys. Did I do that, Kimmy? Hey, guess what I'm doing next week? While I'm pinning the link and everything, I am going to get my hair cut. Yes, I am. And for the first time in about 7 years, definitely 6 years, I'm going to have some glaze put in it. Maybe some color. Yep. I had stopped using color because I didn't want chemicals, but that was out of fear. So when after the cancer, I was fearful of using chemicals, but now I'm totally aligned. And I'm not going to say I'm not saying I want a bunch of chemicals on my head. I don't. But I'm just going to get some glaze, a little bit of color. I feel really drawn to do this, like a new look. So I'm going to get my haircut and some color and the lip wax, and it's going to be fabulous. And I'll stream some of that, or at least record some of it. Not you don't have to see the lip wax part. You know what that looks like. Anyway, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I mean, I love my wisdom highlights. That's another thing. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Anyway, who cares? Who wants to talk about hair? But I'm excited about it. I feel drawn. All right, let me pin this in the comments. Hold on. It's just hair. And it's interesting because for a big part of my life, I identified with my hair. It was part of what defined me in my mind because it was always like, oh, yeah, see with the big hair, you know. Now, how come I'm okay? I want to pin this. Well, maybe if I do this, hold on. Okay, now I can pin that. All right. Did you get it? Can you see it all, Kimmy? I'm pretty sure I did that. So anyway, because the outer appearance, that looks messy. The outer appearance was something that I was raised believing was really important. Um, and there was just a lot of okay, I'm spirit saying a lot of emphasis was put on it. Thank you, Mom. A lot of emphasis was put on it, and that was an agreement, obviously, that I had. With my mom and everything, and so, but that was something that growing up, and I think it was for a lot of people, but definitely it was for me, where in my family and also where I lived, everybody was like, so we all learn lessons when we're in childhood. All that contrast, it's our education, our spiritual growth, you know. So anyway, a long time ago, I released it actually when I had the cancer, and I thought if I don't even I didn't if it fell out with chemo or whatever, I wasn't even worried about it. I would have shaved it, whatever. It didn't matter. I was fine. You know what I mean? I realized that when it's like when and I don't want anyone to have to create that for themselves. It's a great lesson. It was my cancer was my greatest teacher. But when you're diagnosed with stage 4 of something, and it's either you raise your vibration or you croak. I had a choice. I chose to stay, So all the things that you think are important, like, oh, my hair, I have to look a certain way, or I have to be a certain weight, or a certain size, or drive a certain car, or live in a certain place. Oh, bullshit. Excuse me, but really, it's only important if you give it importance. And what's really important to me are not the same things that used to be important to me, that I thought were important to me. Welcome, Lisa Street. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, new here. May I have a reading? Linda Ernest says self-care, fun, loving it. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. It's self-care. And I'm excited because I feel like high vibrational events, my new amazing business page, and all the new events that I'm going to create for you guys and co-create with other amazing creators like Allison. And I'm just super high, Bonnie. I'm so excited about it. And so I just feel like, I needed a haircut anyway. Honestly, it's probably been like 2 years, so that I needed. But the color, I just want it. I want it, and I feel aligned with it. So it's gonna be fun. It's just gonna be like a glaze or something. I don't know. For all I know, it won't cover the gray, and if it doesn't, that's cool too. Whatever it's gonna be fun and different. And very low maintenance for me because I don't want to fuss with my hair. I do not. No. All right, guys, let me know if you donate. Again, I am doing live psychic readings today. 25. You can't even read all that on the screen. It's $25 for a full live psychic reading. All right. And it's $33 if you would like a psychic reading and clearing. And that, what Spirit is telling me, is like, in a way, it's like a mini. Let me get my notebook here. It's like a not really. It's not really like a mini Kakani, but it is like a mini Kakani healing. Actually, it is. So basically, where they will you know, they will give you a short reading to let you know what it is that needs to be cleared, and then we will burn sage and clear the energy, or wand it, or just move it, whatever spirit wants to do. I am the vessel. I am their vessel. I am the conduit. I allow them to work through me, all for my greatest and highest good, and the greatest and highest good of each and every one of you. And my intention for every single reading is that spirit brings through the message that is for your greatest and highest good. Okay, so that is what I do here. That is my intention when I stream, my intention when I read privately. It's a very important part of what I do. Because I do connect with spirit, and the energies that I connect with are always of the highest vibration, and that is my intention, and that's what I prepare myself for when I shower and I meditate, and I do trance, or I do often do trance and meditate in the same day. But whatever, it's very important. It's very important because you can play in the energy, but what energy are you playing in? You know what I mean? So for me, I always set my intention, and and then it's just fun. It's fun if you're having a good time and it feels good. Now somebody messaged me, so let me see what's going on. Okay, cool. Let's see that. Now I see John. Hi, John. And hello, Christina. Hello, everybody. You are all so awesome. Okay. So am I able to pull up it's gonna let me pull up a video, a slide? My computer? No, I'm not looking for a PDF. That's cool though that I can share a PDF. But why can't I share? I bet I can. Hang on. Oop! I didn't update that. Hang on. This was from last Thursday when I was live with the incredible John Thaddeus Fiore. He is awesome. I love reading with John. I wonder why I can't upload. Sorry, this is a technical thing that's probably boring to you, but I'm just wondering why it's not allowing me to upload like a PNG file, or I'm going to try the video thing one more time. How about this? I thought I had that. I do. Hey, watch this guy. This is for tomorrow. This is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 12 a.m. UK. High Vibrational Events presents Spirit Collabs with cmeaganmichael, featuring special guest, the ginger shaman herself, Allison Capicilli. We will be streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Spaces are still available. Double psychic services available for a donation of $55. Inbox me for the link. Yeah. It worked. There we go. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, let me. Hi, Chetta. Welcome, my dear. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get back to the comments. Hi, John. How are you? Where do I want it? See, where do I want what? Good job. Thank you, Allison. When I'm determined to do something, I get out of my own way and I allow it. Because I knew there was a way, and I love technology, and I'm good with it. So with all, I'm really good with the stuff that I want to do. Oh, Heather said I like the music that went with it. Thank you very much. I created that. I mean, I didn't play the piece, but I put them together. Yeah, I like it too. It's what I was really drawn to. Hola, Jason Atkins. ¿Cómo está, my friend? Oh, where do I want to share? Everywhere? Yeah, wherever it's shareable, then yeah, please share it there. Because I need to learn from you. You know what? I believe that we. Hi, Diane, Taddy. Good to see you too. I have a feeling about you and I, Allison. I don't. I think tomorrow is going to be. I know tomorrow is going to be amazing, and I have a feeling we'll work together again. I feel like really, really, really high vibes about this collaboration. So yeah, I'd be happy to teach you stuff, but I also feel like I don't know what I feel is hello. I don't know how to King Lewis. I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name, my dear. But welcome. I would love to read for you. I am doing readings today for donation. So if you would like a live reading, the donation, the PayPal and Cash App link are in the comments as well as in the description. All right. Let me know if you donate and you will be next in line. All right. So that is how this is how we do it. That's how we're doing it. Okay, cool. And Johnson, I guess I was waiting for Moses to appear with that music. Yeah, it's called Galactic something like that. It was I was looking up Galactic for a background, like Galactic Shaman, all these different and what was coming up and I was creating and putting all these visuals together and I was so aligned doing it, and then I'm like I'm going to put some music to this too. So and when I have some ideas about when I create your stuff too, John. So that's going to be exciting. I'm really excited. John hired me to create his beautiful business page, his Facebook business page background, and his branding. So I'm truly, truly honored and excited, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I love that. I love creating too. Those are the things that I'm like most passionate about, I guess, right now, as far as, and I have been for a long time though, creating the promotions, like the graphics and the little videos like you just saw, and also just doing it, just meeting and connecting with all these amazing spiritual thought leaders like myself, like Allison, like John, and then working together and then mixing it up and doing different creations with all of us. And I even have an idea that of where we can let spirit pick who's going to be who's going to do the readings together, right? Like a list of whoever would be open to it. Like let's say it was John, Allison, me, Kimmy, just for example, right? And then I could do it on like the random name generator, and it then spirit would connect using the random name generator on the computer, connect the two names, and those two people would go live that night and then do readings together or something like that. I have so many freaking great ideas. Oh my God. Allison said, I love making flyer ads too and videos, but I suck at equipment and fluidity. Oh, so you make video. That's what you do. You do amazing live streams. Do you edit videos? Do you know how to do video editing? That's something that welcome, welcome, welcome. Perpetua. Am I if I mispronounce your name, I apologize. And if I get it right, cool. Welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. Alice is laughing at Moses. I'm so glad that you're all here. Let me get some cards out. So let me know if you want a reading. Then you'll be first. As for tomorrow, we already have two people booked for tomorrow. So that's definitely going to sell out. The Allison and Allison and I for tomorrow night, that's going to sell out for sure. I mean, I'm figuring maybe 5 in total. I don't know. We've never done that before together. But Spirit knows, and so that's the number they're giving me. But you know what? Whatever number it is going to be the exact right number. That's going to be divine. So, but there is still space for tomorrow. That's $55 each, and you would use the PayPal link that's in the comments for that too. Just make sure that you let me know that's what it's for. All right. And if you want a reading right now, I would love to read for you or do a reading in clear energy. If there's something that needs to be cleared, if you're feeling something in your heart right now, someone's feeling something in here. There's something that's stuck. And when I say stuck, it doesn't have to be stuck. You can release it. But if you're feeling like there's something that's not moving, oh, it hurts. Okay. Somebody's got something going on with their heart chakra. It feels like heartache, pain. It has to do with a woman, maybe. I don't mean maybe. I mean that's what I'm feeling. A partner, relationship pain. Somebody's going through something like that. Allison says, "Good job." Yeah. And this says, "I like the music that went with it." I'm so glad. It's so important when you're creating to promote something that everything is aligned. Like when I do like when I do John's background, I have to, like we were talking about the feeling. How does he want people to feel when they land on his page? He wants them to feel like they do when they're connecting to him. Which for John, the way I perceive John, and he can correct me if he doesn't agree. I perceive John as so heart centered and loving and compassionate, and he's a great listener. And he wants to help, and he's a giver, and so all this beautiful angelic energy and the energies that he connects with, and that's what I feel. So when I go in to create a promo or a cover art or a logo, whatever I'm doing, that's where I'm coming from, and that's where I was with Allison too. I connected with both of our energies, and it was, I just think I love it. I love the way they came out. I really do. And I also love the names that Spirit gave me, which is, of course, high vibrational events. But you know what that is? That says HVE. That's what is it called? An acronym? The HVE. Have. Like I have abundance. I have all good things. I have, you know what I'm saying? I have. It's such a positive affirmation. I have high vibrational events. I have. I love it. I'm so aligned with that. And then the name Spirit Collabs with Meagan Michael, they literally are saying, I didn't know it until after I did the promos and everything. And then I read it as if I were reading it for the first time. And then I'm like, oh, Spirit collabs with me. and then our featured guest, Spirit collabs with Meagan Michael and, for example, Allison Capicilli, right? But Spirit collabs is the name, but it's also a statement. Spirit collaborates with me. Spirit collabs with Meagan Michael and special guest. So I'm really great at that stuff. Um, I'm really great at psychic business stuff and visual creations and stuff. If that's something that you're interested in for your own business or a graphic for yourself personally, inbox me. If that's something you're drawn to do, inbox me. And if that's meant to be, then we will work together on, I will create something for you. It's not something that I advertise because I don't want to do that full time, but I definitely want to do it for the people that I'm drawn to do it for, that really feel drawn to have me do it for them. Does that make sense? It made sense to me. Lisa saying, I feel I have a message. Very possible, my dear. Getting excellent. Yep. Okay. Well, you know what? Stick around. Stick around, my dears. I'm looking forward to mine. I'm looking forward to seeing yours too. I don't know what it's going to look like until it's happening. But I know what it feels like. Yeah, I know what yours feels like, John, because it feels like your beautiful, warm, loving energy, that magnetic energy that makes everybody want to tell you their stuff, and then you receive them with open arms, and then you help them to sort it out, and you're a compassionate man. Yeah, I know what it feels like. So I know when spirit channels through me to create it, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, I'm excited. Kimmy says, me too. Me too. Do what? No. Oh, yeah. I would love a truthful reading. My dear, I channel spirit and I bring through whatever it is that they, I mean, if you're looking for somebody to like beat you over the head with a noodle or something, that's not me. For me, truth feels like love. That's truth, and just so you know. But I'll be happy to read for you. Do you want to pay? I mean, I am doing it for donation. I would love to read for you. Did you donate, Lisa? If you use Cashapp, let me know. Actually, let me pull up my Cashapp right now because I don't see it on PayPal. Let me check Cashapp. Just let me know, guys, when you donate, and I will do a reading for the collective in a moment as well. Okay, I don't know why it's taking so long to come up. Okay, nothing going on yet. Cool. Alrighty. No, can't. Okay, well that's all right there. Then the message is going to be for you, threaded throughout the stream, and that's where it will come in. She goes, husband and son died. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Didn't your name looks really familiar, and didn't this happen recently? I think you were. I'd have to check, but I think we talked last week. But I'm very, very sorry for your loss. Did you have another loss as well? I feel like I feel like we've had this conversation before. Either that or I'm going through deja vu. John says, I love you, Kimster. Thank you for running the cockpit today. Oh, Kimmy is the best, isn't she? Oh my God, she shares out and but I got to reciprocate a little bit today too. Allison said I'd like to buy her a reading. Oh wow. Really? That's very nice of you, Allison. Okay, then let's do this. All right, Lisa, oops, I'm dropping stuff. Are you ready, Lisa? First, let me read. Well, let me get you. Say something other than no, I can't. Say I'm here or I'm ready. Say something positive, Lisa. Say I'm ready. Oh gosh was good. If Lisa will accept. Yeah, I think oh gosh is I will. Cool. Thank you, my dear. No problem. Perfect. All right. Oh, look at that. I'll split it for with you, Allison, for Lisa. You guys are amazing. I love all of you so much. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Getting out the cards. All right. Do I have everything I need? All right. By the way, you guys don't have to send anything. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Yeah. Energetic collab here. Okay, first we gotta clear some energy. That's what I'm feeling in the heart center. Um, looking for. I found a white feather today, but I don't have it in front of me. But I did. Spirit showed me a white. Literally, it was on the grass, and it was like a windy, kind of rainy day, right? But yet there was this beautiful white feather, just like sticking right in the grass. And I thought, is that a real feather? I thought maybe it was a piece of plastic or something because it was so unusual for it to be there at that moment. But it was a white feather. Okay, energy's moving. I'm moving the energy right now, Lisa. Shifting pain and sorrow. Shifting, lightening it, lightening it. We can't, you have to learn the lessons that you came here to learn, right? But when we're so deep in sorrow and grief that we can't see the forest through the trees, then we're not learning at that moment. We're kind of like in stasis. So that's what we're clearing. We're making it easier for you to move through this, where they're showing me a tunnel, and instead of the tunnel being all dark, the light is shining through. It's not clear, it's not, but it is out there, but they're showing me but you can see the light, you can see the outside of the tunnel, you can see that it's a beautiful clear day, and you can see how to get there. You can see how to move forward, and that's what we're clearing right here. And I'm going to pull cards for you too, but I really feel inspired to clear this energy. Thank you, and I'll give it back to you. All right, here we go. Hang on. And I think it's really interesting and not surprising at all, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to bring myself into it for a minute, but it's important. I feel it's pertinent, because it was this day last year that I saw my mom for the last time before she transitioned. That was the last time I saw her in the physical, and she transitioned February 17th of 2021. And so this is a very healing day. This is a very comforting day. I still feel pain, but you can see the forest through the trees. Hang on, let me. Oh, it says feel the love in the room. It's emotional. Yes. Yeah. And I see the energy too. Do you see it? If anybody that sees energy, you're probably seeing it around me right now, because I see what I see. We are not alone. Okay, can we clear the energy from the heart chakra, please, Spirit? Let's do some wanding. Now, on a human level, of course, I want to say I'm sorry for your loss, but we're going to pan out to the broader perspective as whatever Spirit wants to say. And very often, well, their perspective is that of Spirit, so they see the bigger picture. So that's where they're going to share from. Okay. So know that your loved ones are never gone. Okay, this is interesting. I split the deck, and the cards. This one's face up. All right. And it's interesting because you've probably heard before fear, false evidence appearing real, right? Fear, false evidence appearing real. There is no death, only life and more life, as Abraham Hicks says. There is no death, only life and more life. We are eternal beings. We are infinite. There is no beginning and there is no end. We go on eternally. Now, in this incarnation, when someone transitions, whether it's a human or our beloved furry kid or feathered kid, it's very painful. It's one of the greatest ways for us to learn. Yeah, it's a big lesson, and because it hits us, especially if it's a child or something. I mean, honestly, it just whoever leaves first, the person who's, I don't want to say left behind, because no one's left. You choose to be the person that chose to be here and still incarnate when the others left. That's the person that has these lessons to learn. So the souls that left co-created. They had a soul contract with you, Lisa. Oops, I'm sorry. I have John's on the screen right there. This is about Lisa. Hang on. Those people have a soul contract with you. They agreed. You all agreed that they would leave first. You all agreed that you would be here. You would remain here, healthy. And they're saying, and happy to learn and grow from that perspective. To understand what love is like from the perspective of loss. What is it like to love so passionately and so deeply my husband and my son, and then they're gone, like ripped away from me, and they're suddenly not there in the physical where I expect to see them, where I can hug them and touch them, and they're not right there in that same way. But they are here, present with you. You are not alone. They have not left you. They have not gone anywhere. When we take off these physical earth suits, we don't leave and disappear to some other, we're in another dimension. You cannot, some of us can see spirit. Some see, we all see differently. But I mean, some people can see physically sitting next to you, maybe like the whole person. I don't see that way right now. I have friends that do, but I know and I sense and I feel and I receive. And so, because we all experience in our own way, and they're going to give you signs like that feather they showed me today. They're saying, Spirit is saying that's a sign for you. The feather that I received is a sign for you. They want you to be present, to be focused, be aware, and don't Don't try to create, but just allow and be aware. Like if you see a feather or a coin, like a dime or a quarter or a penny, or you see a button, they're even saying a button that randomly seems to be there, and or it's not, nothing is random, but it seems to randomly be there, and but there it is. It's there for a reason. It's a message for you. It's a sign for you. Signs and synchronicities. It's for you. Energy is moving. Let's do a little more smudging because I'm feeling the energy moving, and that's a good thing. As we're talking about this, energy is moving. Now, the next card I got for you is balance, but it's inverted, and they're drawing me to read it that way, which means that it's the opposite. So they're inspiring you to find balance in your life right now. And what is this about, Spirit? Now, this is the card next. This is another card that came up. It was inverted. I have to ask them what that means. Let me just do some smudging. They're saying you're very focused on your own. I can totally understand why. I'm just saying. But they're saying you're very focused on your own grief and loss. That's really where you're, um, and that's a valid experience. And it's up to you to create your reality any way that you want. But when you're ready to move through this, to walk into that light, to walk out the other side of the tunnel that we talked about earlier, to walk out into the light. When you're ready for that, you're going to see, they're showing me the flowers blooming and the gardens growing and the trees are greener than ever and the sky is bluer than ever and the clouds are puffier than ever. Because when you come through this, when you're out on the other side, you will have transformed. You will be transformed. Find your balance. Find your balance. Look for the happy moments. Look for peace in your life. Look for, even if you just get a bright star in one moment, like, oh, that's a pretty flower. Even if you go from that's a pretty flower to, oh, I'm still sad. That's okay. Every time you get an opportunity, look for the opportunities to feel good about something. Like if you feel, like watch a happy movie or drink a cup of your favorite tea or go outside with your shoes off and earth for a bit, pet an animal or whatever it is that makes you feel good inside. Do that. Do that. Don't wait for things to happen. I feel inspired to say, look for and create happiness. And because the more you look for and you're aware of these high vibrational moments, the more will come to you. Now, this is important too. When you're sitting there, and this happened to me today while I was in trance meditation or trance healing, whatever. I wasn't sitting for trance. I sit for trance. And suddenly, oh, and I said to my mom, because like I said, last time I saw her was this day last year, and it was the last time I got to hold her hand. And I said, Mom, could you touch me? Can you make me feel you somewhere, somehow? And I felt her. I felt her on this right side of my body, and like she stroked my arm and my hand. I felt her, and I started crying. Right, but the thing is that when spirit is close to us, that's when we often feel the most pain. Because we're recognized, because our awareness goes to, oh, I feel them. Oh, they're not here, and then right back to that heart chakra. But they are here. And the reason that you feel that I'm suddenly thinking about them right now and I'm suddenly hurting so badly, that's because they're really right there. They're coming to comfort you, to be with you or whatever. They're right there with you. So I really want to invite you. The next time that you feel drawn to cry or where you feel emotional, like you were maybe okay a moment ago and suddenly like, oh man, just say hi. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry, grieve, let that shit go, let it out. It's a cathartic, right? But know that they are there with you. That's why you're feeling it so strongly. That's why. And this card came out for you just now. Gaia, nurturing. Nurture yourself. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. This is all about you right now. All right. And your husband and your son, they are with you. They want you to take care of you. They want you to be okay. They're like, rah, rah, rah. We're on your side. We are here for you, supporting you and loving you, helping you through this. Because again, you all chose to co create this experience together. Together. But the lesson is really for you. That man needs to disappear. I'm sorry. This is a bad time for somebody to be trying to spam you. Sorry. Let me just report that person and get rid of them. Okay. I think I actually hit harassment instead of spam, but if it feels it's spamming Allison. Anyway, I just blocked him, so that should disappear. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to delete these comments. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Okay. And then you got this card, Dream Time. So where is she? Let me go back to I'm saying, but here we go. But I have learned that, like the law of attraction, we get more of what we focus upon. So, all right. So I'm going to stay right here where I am, right here, right now, with creation and dream time. They're saying, Lisa, that they're coming to you in your dreams too. Now, have you had any dream? That's such an interesting card too. See all the spirits that are there. Yeah, they're visiting you. They're visiting you in your dreams as well, and nurturing you there as well. So this card is a double meaning. They want you to take care of yourself and the physical as well, but they're also letting you know that they're coming to you in your dreams and helping you through this. So they're here to help you through this. You're not alone. You're not alone. Yeah. Is there anything else, Spirit? I'm just going to send you some healing with your permission, and if you want to accept it, just tell Spirit I allow it. They're using my body as a proxy. I can feel it in my heart, so I'm going to send it this way. Spirit is showing me, saying, write them a letter. Write them a letter. Feeling that will help you, can help you, would help you. They're saying would help you would help you to process the emotions and the feelings that you are expressing, that you have within you, that you have inside of you, to help them to come out. And they're kind of like they're stuck in here in a way, and in order to release them, they're showing me like a notebook, and you're saying, dear son, dear husband, whatever, their names are. You're writing to them. You're writing to them. You're writing to them and telling them what you feel. What you feel. You know, whatever that looks like. Even if that's like, how could you both leave me here like that? I miss you. Whatever it is, just express yourself. Don't keep that inside of you. Express it. Express it. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. And when you're more in alignment, when you're ready, you'll receive responses too. And if you even listen, if you start to get them, write those down too. If you hear or feel or sense or know something that you're like, did somebody just say that to me? Because I don't think I thought that thought. Just write it down. Write it down, because that's going to be automatic writing. And I feel that they're saying if you're drawn to do that, it's going to come. It's going to flow. Okay, they're saying that is all. So I want to thank you very much for allowing me to read for you today. Thank you for being here at my live stream. And thank you, Allison and John, very much. And John says, tell the truth of what you feel and understand there is no judgment from them or God. That is such a powerful statement. That's what I was. Thank you, John. And John's an expert in this stuff too. Yeah. John's an expert at moving through pain like this. That's exactly what I was feeling when they were saying to express, whatever it is, like how could you both leave me here or something like that, that whatever it is, even if it's anger, express it. Express it. Like John said, there is no judgment from them, and there is no judgment from God, source, creator. There's no judgment. There's only love. That's why I was saying earlier that the truth is a loving truth. It's not a harsh, hard, painful truth. It's a loving truth, and as always, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do hope that this reading brought you some solace, and some peace, and definitely a whole lot of love. All right. So yeah, as John says, the truth sets you free. Exactly. It does indeed, my friends. It does indeed. So I love you guys. You're all amazing. They had me pull a card, but I'm asking who the card is for. General. Okay. Okay. John said the only thing I'm an expert at is good pizza. Well, I don't know. You don't like pineapple on your pizza, John, so But you make really awesome mozzarella. One of these days, we're going to have a pizza together. I want to sit down with you and Allison and Kimmy and Heather. I want to sit down and have a pizza with you guys, all of us together. Yeah, I do. I do. I can see us all sitting down and eating a pizza. And it looks good, too. Looks like a fire crust or something. He goes, right, it doesn't belong there. We love pineapple. We love pineapple. The card that just came up is now this is not for Lisa specifically. This is just for general. This is what we resist persists. Let me get my name back up there. What is it about, Spirit? Next card is Fox Spirit. This is a general, guys. Number 27. Think on your feet. What is this about? Hang on a second. I've got to shift gears here. Okay, this is going to come out the way it's going to come out. They're saying, what are you using your brains for? Are you using it for manipulation or for love? So I feel like you're very smart. Again, this is a general. This is for whomever it resonates with. I don't feel like it's going to resonate with everybody, but I'm going to share whatever I'm getting because it's for somebody. Piercing eyes on that fox. I agree. I agree. Since I'm still not that far away right here in Little Rhodey. Well, I'm down here in Florida, but I'm still sure we're all on the East Coast and we can all meet. And Kim's in PA, I believe. And anyway, as I'm outing all of our locations, not really, just general. But I know, right? You notice that too, John? That reminds me of Scorpio Rising, which is a placement that we both have, you and I. Really intense, right? And 7 and 2 is 9, which is the end of something. It's the end of a season, ready for something new. And they're really talking to somebody or somebodies about allowing your love to flow through and not using your smarts. They're saying for manipulative purposes. What feels like fun to you may feel like suffering to somebody else. And this card's coming up. I said, you're already doing it. Really? Hang on a minute. Let me, because you got people you got peeps in my area, kind of close. Um, Hang on a minute. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. They're saying stop trying to process what other people are thinking. They're showing me mental chess. See, I used to have this as an image in my mind when I was in sales. I was a professional closer. And so that's what I used to. Are you really? You're going to Florida this year? You are so coming to visit me? Yes, you are. We will meet. Um, so when I was a professional closer and I wasn't awake, but I never sold anything that I didn't believe in. But I did absolutely manipulate. That's what people do when you're a closer. It's your job to get people to say yes. They say no, and you inspire them, with words to say yes. And I was really good at that, and it's something I don't do at all now, but I did, and that's what they're showing me. So I used to call it mental chess, you know. But the thing is, with mental chess, especially in a situation like that, you're the only one that knows the rules. They don't even know they're playing a game. So they see you as this kind, loving person, um, who wants to help them, which you do, you know. But you know that you have a goal, that your goal is inevitably at the end of the conversation to have them say yes and to hand over a credit card for something. So I was selling vacations, cruises. I mean, these were nice things, that really beautiful, amazing things that people love. Vacations to Florida. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't selling something I didn't believe in or I wouldn't want for myself. But just the same, the thought that went into each and every call. I did this on the phone. Um, they were inbound calls, but I don't know why that's makes a difference, but it was anyway. They called us, and then it was my job as to come out as the manager and to close them after somebody else opened the call. Anyway, so the point is, I feel like kind of icky about that. John says they didn't meet me in the car dealership yet. Then I was wondering if this reading was about you in the car dealership. I swear, John. I thought, is this about John and the car dealerships thing? Because but it's interesting though, because they in the car dealership, they absolutely have their own mental chess game with you going on. They have an agenda. They want you to buy the car. You know what I mean? But you also have your own agenda. So I honestly feel this is kind of like what I'm seeing, that the resistance that you're both putting up because you're both in the game and you both know the game, you're both playing it differently. Maybe it's two different games, but you're both playing something, because you the only one who knows. I think this is about that. Hannah said, I would have made a horrible salesperson then. I have a hard time BSing. I understand. It's interesting because I didn't lie to anybody. Never intentionally. If something was in the script, because if it was an opening or something, then there were words that I read. But legally they had to change those things. Like I remember, and it's so silly, but anyway, like in the beginning of this, with this one promotion. The reps were saying there's shrimp on one of the meals, and then the company said no, there's not. There's no shrimp and or lobster. So do not say that. And so then nobody said it again. Well, I can't say nobody. Some people did, and we told them not to do that or they'd be fined. But anyway, stuff like that. But still, I understand what you're saying. No, I don't see you as a high pressure salesperson. I'm surprised. I did that, but I was really good at it. I was kind of I was I was kind of detached because in my own personal life at the time, I didn't even know what a boundary was. So I didn't have, so I could get people to say yes when they meant no, or no when they meant, well, no, I wouldn't want them to say no. I was wanted them to buy the thing. I was really good, but that was part of my training for now because I understand that perspective. I also, it certainly isn't something I would do at this point in my life. Not that there's anything, but just be aware, just come from love. I mean, I had people call me and thank me for the beautiful vacations, that they took and they loved it and stuff. And so there was a good outcome, you know, but anyway, yeah, sales is a game, right? And it certainly is a game. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely, it's definitely not for everybody, Heather. It's definitely not for everybody. I used to train people and they would just go through them like, so fast. And that's why more people would open the call and read the script. And there were only a few people like myself. And I was one of the only women. It was a really male dominated field. Maybe there were two women in all of Fort Lauderdale that could do what I did. And I was one of them. So, but both my father and my grandfather, both my grandfathers and my dad were all in sales. Well, they all were also business owners, but sales was part of, what they did. You go see. So it was you that sold me the timeshare in Queens. No, I didn't sell the timeshare, but I did sell the vacations that took the people on the cruise and to Florida and to other states to go tour the timeshare. So some timeshare salesman could then give them a really high pressure thing. I knew a woman that worked with me on the phone for a short time. She had a total breakdown because she was doing timeshare sales and in person. And yeah, I heard horrible things about that. I thought, I don't care how much money they make. And they made some good money. I didn't care how much they made. I didn't want to do that. No way. And I never sold cars either because I didn't want to do that either. It didn't feel good to me. But vacations felt good to me. I'll be right back. I made myself some hot water and I never put anything in it. Allison says, I was always a seller. I ran an AT&T for 13 years selling cell phones by the seashore. That is so natural for you. I know. I know it is. And I love that. But I also love that you and I both are able to promote ourselves and others. I do for others as well. Now in a loving way, in a I don't know, the way I see it. The way I see it is just I don't tell anybody to do. I don't tell anybody, "Hey, go grab your credit card." I used to. Put the phone down, grab your credit card, I'll hold. I don't do that. But I'll tell you that this is what's coming up. This is really exciting. If you really want to get in on it, this is the time or whatever. And it's really interesting. It's a whole different and you must, and I know. I would, are you kidding? When I was running the rooms and stuff, I would have hired you in a second. You would have been running them right by my side, girl. 13 years selling cell phones by the seashore. She sells cell phones by the seashore. That's one of those tongue twisters. John said, I sold Italian specialties. Oh, you're another one. Gosh, are you kidding? You could probably sell anything too, John. Heather says, even interviews make me queasy. Anything scripted or with expectations feels so unnatural to me. You're very hard to. You're an artist. You're a really sweet, amazing. I love all of us. But your energy, Heather, is so like anti-sales. It's just the opposite of what. But that's good though. I mean, listen. Being great in sales is good too. Everything is being bought and sold. Everything from commercial real estate to everything is being bought and sold. So if I say, oh, you don't really want this, I mean, it's all right, or if I could tell you that this is a beautiful piece of rose quartz and it's a big chunk and it does these great things for you, I mean, I just feel being honest and sincere and authentic and at this point in my life, I don't ever pressure anybody to do anything. I'll ask them if they want a book, but I'm not going to tell them they want a book. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm talking a lot about sales. I don't know why it's coming up, but Allison and John, two salesmen right there. And John said, I would not sell anything I didn't feel was good for them. Exactly. Me too. Me too. Me too. The last thing I was selling, which was back in like 2016, 17, right before the cancer situation thing, I was working from home and I was selling supplements. I was taking inbound calls for herbal supplements. I'm like that. I got to tell you something else. You're going to faint. I was working for a company that was like a where different companies would use this company to take the calls. So the calls would come in to me, and one call might be for male enhancement supplement, but it was all herbs like what's it called? Sawgrass, saw palmetto. Excuse me. Energy's moving. And another one would be for like some green juice stuff, right? But then there was another one. Same company that all the calls were coming in. Some of them were Keen Psychic Network. I was fronting the calls for Keen Psychic Network and then forwarding the call to a psychic. Is that crazy? And when I first started that, like again, that was like 2016, I didn't know the difference between a psychic and a medium. I didn't know. That's how long ago, that's how much I've grown and learned in all these years. But that was such a telling thing. I just find that fascinating that I was fronting the calls for Keen. I'll be right back. Have to get myself a hot drink. I'll be right back. I love you. I'll be back in a minute. Hold on. Getting more clear audio, guys. Feels like my clear audience is coming online. Here's something that I'm like, did I just hear something? I think you probably hear me. Thanks, see, that stuff gave me a headache. What stuff? Hang on a minute. What was that? Hang on. Yeah, it was her who sent me to that doo-doo psychic reader. Wait a minute. What was that? Hang on a minute. I got to back up here. So you sold me the bogus herb that did nothing for. I I was just basically taking orders at that time. I wasn't closing. I was really just receiving the calls. Yeah, and it was her who sent me to that dodo psychic reader. Oh my god. Entertaining ourselves, I wouldn't expect anything less. See, this stuff gave me a headache. Oh no. I had a couple Italians in a room together. Kimmy says love, and I'm just sitting here laughing. You guys are awesome. Me too. Man, you guys are crazy. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. So what should we do? I mean, if anybody wants to, if we haven't, I don't think anybody's donating right now, and that's okay. Some days it's, I do not want, oh, yes, they did. All right, where did that come from? All right, let me see what that's about. It's probably for tomorrow. It is. No, wait a minute. Let's see. Huh? Allison, I'm gonna have to text you on this because it's business. It's not a. It's about tomorrow. Let me put my coffee down. Where am I gonna put my coffee? Give me 1 second. I brought my parents' pictures out. I don't want to get them dirty at all. It's not like they're. Yeah. So I'll move them in the other room and I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna message you. How come I don't see myself in the I'm right here. It's so funny. I sat down and I had. Oh, really? Another one of those? Okay, blocked, deleted. I just messaged you, Allison. It's just something I just saw. Let me just make sure I'm saying the right. Yeah, because it came in at two different times, the same amount. So I just want you to find out. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, all right. I want to make sure it was not a mistake. Okay, cool. All right, so he's on the list then. Okay, cool. Thank you. No, I thought maybe she forgot and she paid twice or something. Okay, cool. No, this is fabulous. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. John, you're actually oh God knows what that guy's gonna hear now. Okay. Got some couple of bots on the other Allison says, hey, but wrong channel. That's true. The wrong channel. Definitely the wrong channel. Spam alert. Yeah, right. I know. Well, I blocked and whatever. Okay. So let's play a game or something. What time is it? It's early, man. Hang on, let's see. Oops. Ooh, I have an idea. He's messing with the wrong guy. He's messing with the wrong guy here, you know? One time, At least it's not couch people. Ah! Remember them? Remember the couch people? Who's old enough? Old enough. Who's been doing live streams long enough to remember the couch people? That's so funny. Yeah, they would pretend like, are you selling a couch? It was, you know what that reminds me of? Oh my God. You know what I just realized? I didn't just realize it, but I just realized it again. When I was a little girl, my friends and I used to make, we call them phony phone calls, right? And we would call up somebody. We would call up somebody and say, like, and we were little, like 5 or something. Like, my name, well, I'm doing a survey from the Amalgamated Toothpaste Company. I would like to know what kind you use. And sometimes people would tell us, like, I use Colgate or I use Crest, and we had the best time. It was so much fun. Now, of course, you can't do that anymore, but that's what we used to do. I didn't know I was going to grow up and run call centers and be a professional closer. You know what I mean? But maybe I did. I feel like there was definitely a part of me that knew, because in childhood, I'm like, the phone and I were, and just interesting. Interesting, the kind of stuff that this card is jumping out. It must be shown. This one right here. Oh, and Allison's saying, we're going to manifest a couch person. Just wait. Well, if we keep talking about it, we will. Right? Solitude. Time to restore. Somebody needs this message. Time to restore. I want to do something. Give me a second. Do you guys does anybody want to come on camera with me? Like John or Allison? Do you want to come up here and chat with me? Heather? Kimmy? Anybody? Anybody who wants to come live and just talk with me on camera? I'm feeling kind of lonely here right now. Yeah, I got all this money coming in on PayPal for tomorrow night. I'm good. All I have to do is just sit here and be nice and just take it. It's amazing. It's going to be incredible. This is the first time that Alice and I are ever working together. All right, so let me tell you a story here. So once upon a time, I was, I guess like in 2017-ish, right? Right. I'll tell you a story. So like in 2017, I was going through chemo, right? And I spent a lot of time watching YouTube and Facebook, and I was looking for answers, and I was looking for healing. I wanted healing for my body. I was just barely understanding what energy healing even was, and that it was possible, right? And there's only a few people that would stream on Facebook, but I'm only really drawn to one, right? And she would do this whoosh, whoosh, whoosh thing. And she would have this pendulum and it would swing around and around and around. I'm like, oh, what is that she's doing? It's amazing. And I was just so drawn and so captivated by her energy. And I knew she was the real deal, And I was already coming online with my own gifts, right? Because I was meditating every day now and I'm being drawn to certain people. And I was drawn. It's Allison. I was watching Allison. Yeah, my amazing co-creator tomorrow. I was watching her. And so I would tune in and tap into this beautiful energy that she was, creating for somebody else or whatever, because I didn't have the money right at that time to buy any kind of energy healing or anything. I was barely, I was lucky if I was whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't, chemo kind of makes you feel like crap, and well, I live alone, and so I take care of myself. And so I was doing my best, and I still had a roof over my head and food in my belly, although I didn't really eat it all the time. I was not hungry, but my needs were met anyway. But I wasn't investing in energy healing at the time. That sounds better. Anyway, but there it was, and I knew. I learned that I could just tune in and accept energy from spirit, and I would see these whoosh, whoosh. It was amazing, really. And then, it's like I understand where you guys come from. Like if you watch my live streams or John's or Allison's or anybody, I know what it's like to be the person watching. I know that because I was that person. I still am. I still watch lots of people, mostly on YouTube these days, but not always. I know what it feels like to be really passionate and feel like you really know somebody, even though you kind of don't know them. but you feel like you do. And then you're connecting about all these, like back in the day when I was processing what I used to call narcissistic abuse. Um, and how could this happen and what it was. And that was like in 2015. That's when I started my YouTube channel. But before that, I was watching YouTube videos constantly from other people that were talking about this. So I know what it feels like, you know, to connect and to feel drawn and to be healed in a lot of ways, to be inspired. That's a better way to put it. To be inspired to healing, energy moving, and to be inspired to healing because these beautiful souls who are putting themselves out there, on TV, on Facebook, and on YouTube. And for me, Allison was one of those beautiful souls. And Allison being live, I wanted to do that. And I knew that I could. Something in my gut told me I could do that. I can do that. I know I can do that. I want to do that, you know? And so I was very inspired by your work, Allison. And I'm really excited to work with you tomorrow live. Yeah. Spirit's given us the card. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And that's important, guys. Because when I was like watching Allison's videos back in, like I said, 2000, I don't know, 16 or 17 or something, I knew that I wanted to do that. And I also knew that I wasn't going to croak, even though I was diagnosed with stage 4, whatever, splenic marginal zone lymphoma or some bullshit. I knew I was not going to croak. I knew I was going to live, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to be here, right now, just what I'm doing right now. This is what I wanted to do. I knew it. And so, because I'm humbled and honor brings me great joy, the highest frequencies. Thank you for that gift tonight. Yeah. So you deeply inspired me, my friend. And I'm really glad, for one, I'm really glad that you are back, and sharing your gifts and your beautiful energy with other people, you know, and because I know there's other people now that, maybe that are going through their own stuff. Like I was going through my own stuff back then. I was physically, basically, laying or sitting in a chair was that's what I could do at the time. And I learned to accept that, by the way. And I learned to appreciate that and know that I was okay. That even though I couldn't go out and like do, but I could just be, and that was okay. That, boy, talk about learning how to be okay with, just being you and self-care. But I did, and so, I didn't make you cry. She goes, divine timing indeed for your viewing Facebook lives. It truly was. Yeah, it truly was. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Because some people, you guys know, some people you connect with when you watch them on camera, and others you don't. And either way, it's totally fine. But when you find somebody that you really connect with, they feel like your friend, you know? And honestly, I can tell you from this side of the camera, I feel I feel that way about you guys, you know? I really do. That, and I know, and most of you are my friends, actually, really, like we are. I really, people complain about Facebook. I'm going to go on a bit of a, and I'm going to read these 2 cards in a minute too. But people, well, some people will complain about anything if they, because that's what they feel like doing, and that's fine. But, and I've had my deals with Facebook, in this life. I have. They've, you know, done me wrong. Whatever. They did some things that helped me to learn some lessons. But I can tell you overall, I am so grateful for Facebook. I really am, because the way that we're able to communicate with each other all over the world, and meet, not just meet our friends, but like, honestly, if without, when would we actually just pick up a phone and, well, I wouldn't anyway, and like talk to all our friends at the same time? You know what I mean? Like, hey, Allison, hey, John, hey, Kimmy, hey, Heather, what's up? Hey, everybody, you know what I'm saying? That would be like crazy, like back in the day, right? To have all, unless they had like a party line thing, right? But Facebook, it enables us to all connect with each other. We could have like, I could have a couple of boxes, not chat bots, chat boxes open and talking and having beautiful conversations with, and then I could be doing creative stuff too. Like I could be great doing art, and I just love that. She goes, indeed, Facebook changed my life. My business is solely through Facebook. Well, see, I did that, and I had an issue with that once. So that's why I But I understand. I really do, because my audience is predominantly on Facebook. But this time I'm definitely not going to exclusively be on Facebook. I'm gonna have my own hub, like on my website, so that I'm in control of my own content and stuff. Just in case of, whatever. It's not really in case, because that's a fear-based statement. It's because it's my content, and I don't want to outsource my power like that. And I did that. Facebook, that we don't own Facebook. It's a blessing and a privilege, and I love it, and it's incredible, but we don't have control over our own stuff. And Facebook can, remove a page like that without giving you any reason. So Alice says, I'm not tech savvy enough to figure out other platforms and a website. Well, first of all, you are. And honestly, the fact that, honestly, like, I paid somebody to build my website. I maintain it, but I paid somebody else to do that, because that to me felt like torture. That didn't feel like fun. Like when I love creating graphics and stuff, that felt like I don't want to do this. And I could have taught myself. I'm positive I could do it, but I have no desire to build a website. So I manifested that, and there's still some things in the creative process that I would like to manifest, because I still haven't figured out Twitter like 14 years ago. Really? Oh my God, Twitter. Now Twitter, I had a channel called My Dog Sass, because her name was Sassy, and my dog Sass sounded like my dog's ass. It was very clever. Spirit gave that to me. I didn't even know it was Spirit giving it to me. She goes, Heather said I gave up Twitter. I have my Twitter account, but I don't really do much with it, but I still have it. But I came online on Twitter in 2013 as My Dog Sass, with Sassy, this beautiful Boston Terrier, her picture, and she would have these friends, and I created this Sunday, I swear, it was a Sunday live event. Now, there were no live streams or video or anything back then. I would take pictures of like the dog, or sometimes I would just download stock images or whatever, like a bear, whatever it was. And I would, MySpace. I did have a MySpace. Yeah, that's funny. I was into that for a while too. But with Twitter, I would do these Sunday shows, and I would channel my dog. I would channel Sassy. I never wrote as me. I was Sassy. Sassy would reach out to other people and say, I love you very much. And she had her own positive attitude. And she was a real, a bone uplifter. And she was amazing. And people just loved her. She had over 1,000 followers in 1 month. Now, it wasn't me. That was Sassy. My dog that I channeled had over 1,000 followers in 1 month in 2013. And every Sunday, I had an audience of people that would tune into my Twitter feed just to read the posts for 1 hour. And during those posts, I would promote some type of animal rescue organization or something like that as well. That's so cool, Sassy. She was my real dog. She was my real dog. Her name was Sassy. Yeah, and my dog Sass. Hmm. I thought that name was so clever. Spirit always gives me clever business names. They always do. She goes, Kevin says, I have a virtual cat that I used to take care of. Left the rest in on MySpace. Haven't been back in years. Allison says, wow, that's awesome. Thank you. It was really creative. It was one of the first really creative endeavors. It was, I had left, I was still dealing with somewhat of a situationship that I eventually left and moved and started my whole life over. And this was it right before? It wasn't the best time of my life, but that month or two that I was creating that show was incredible. And it showed me, and it gave me confidence as to what I can do, about how I can create, that I'm funny, and I'm I'm clever, and I'm sharp witted, and I could just right there. I didn't pre-write anything. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was scripted. I would just, and sometimes I would channel an energy. Robin Williams was still incarnate at the time, bless him. But I would sometimes channel that kind of humor, that kind of like spontaneous, off the cuff humor. And it was so freaking funny. I would amaze myself every time. I don't know. So it was awesome. And Allison says, you are creating much more soon too. And I can't wait. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about everything that's happening now. And it's really, and you're part of the inspiration, honestly, really. And it's the divine timing of all of this. And then I don't even remember what it was. Something you asked me a few days ago is about the promotion or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, high vibrational events. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to promote it there and put up my Facebook business page. And I was waiting for whatever spirit wanted me to trigger that flow that was right inside. Do you guys know what that feeling is when Helen Dooley? Hi, Helen. Because I would never have found you, and other people who have worked with love what you do and the knowledge you have passed on. I am so honored. And Helen, aren't you in Australia? If I'm correct. I mean, we really reach people all over the world and beyond, but specifically with Facebook, all over the whole world. How else could we do this? I mean, yes, I have an amazing YouTube channel. I love YouTube, but the community on YouTube is not like this, where we can just chat with each other and create groups and interact like the same. This is Facebook is special to me. It is anyway, and I feel like it is too. Yes, east side of Australia. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, think about like even 10 years ago, maybe not 10 years, maybe 20 years ago. You know, think of, I mean, what I wouldn't be having like friends in Australia and Ireland and the UK and all of the, and we were all able to talk to each other at one time and co-create things. And I just feel so blessed. I love it all. I love it so much. I love being alive right now, right here, right now, in this reality that we're creating. I love this. Allison says it's what I do. Really, it's like part of my purpose. I love that. And part of my purpose is to showcase and to bring to light other spiritual thought leaders like myself, like you, like I said, like you, like John, like Kimmy. That's kind of like my mom is the inventor. I hear what you're saying. Oh, she's saying, Elson says it's when you get into the vortex and I have the shamanic energy vortex over me all the time, flowing with ideas. That was the thing you were doing, the shamanic energy vortex, right? I was fascinated by that. Are you going to do that tomorrow? I want to see that. I want to experience it on camera with you. I love that. We both come from very creative parents. I stimulate ideas. You do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm still watching my gifts unfold. I definitely have a gift, like with John, where, and I thank you for that beautiful review, John, where I'm able to see people's business and see like their greatest and highest good, like the path that would be the path of least resistance, that would be of most allowing, and that would be like the most fun and successful for them. I see that. I've always seen that. Back in 2013, when I was doing the Twitter thing, I had a landlord. I was renting a room from this guy, and he was kind of unpleasant. But anyway, but he was an amazing teacher because he was talking about science to me, about things I really didn't care about. I'm not saying I don't care about science, but I wouldn't have been interested in what he was telling me, except for the fact that the way he told it to me was so interesting. I said, you would make an amazing teacher. Nah, I would never do that. I'm like, no, real. But I saw him teaching. And like a few months later, he wound up getting a job in China teaching English. And that's what he did. So I've realized for a long time that I have this gift. But the thing is that back then I didn't know I was psychic. So I would say things and people would be like, that's ridiculous. And I get all upset. Like, well, I don't know. It just seemed like I was telling you know what I mean? I was like, but now I know. Now people pay me to tell them things like that because they want to know what I see. Back then, it was just like I would tell them what I saw, and if they didn't see that, then you get resistance. But I also back then didn't know not to tell people things that they're not ready to hear yet. Now I know that. You know what I mean? Just because you feel something or you know something doesn't mean that you should share it with them, because unless someone is ready for something, there's going to be resistance. Now, if somebody asks me for a reading and then I tell them something and they resist, well, that's okay. But if they don't ask me, I'm not going to share unless I ask, can I tell you something that I see or whatever? Anyway, Allison is getting into your vortex now. Woohoo! You are into the vortex. You are into the vortex. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, my beautiful friends. I think I'm going to sign out for this evening. No, wait, I can't leave until I tell you what the cards say. All right, so we got the trust your path, right? And then we got this one. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Remember that Beatles song, number 9? You can't see it, unfortunately. There you can. This is Bear Spirit, Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out. And number 29, that's my birthday, actually. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. So take time. So trust your path, guys. This is like a business reading right here. Although whatever it is to you, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Trust your path. Pause, take time out, and see the bigger picture. View it from broader perspective. Yeah. Always pan out. Always pan out. So for me, that's something that I can do very easily, even in my own life, unless I'm really in the thick of something at that moment. But even then, I'm aware that there's a broader picture that I don't see at that time. Like a few days ago, there was a situation with a neighbor. I was not, I was in a lower vibrational place for a few hours. I knew there was a higher vibe place where I would see from broader perspective, but I wasn't ready to go there yet. I was playing in the muck and mire for a bit. But then the next day, whew, all gone. I also want to say thank you to John and thank you to Kimmy for chatting with me that day as well. But but that and the fact that I was able to heal that, I was able to release that. That was a big healing for me because the next day I felt better than ever. Yep, better than ever. That was cleared. So, and let's see. Okay, I wanted to see if you guys said anything else. All right, so I guess that is it for now. I love you all infinitely. Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you for the heart. Thank you all for being here. You are all amazing, and I love and appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when I will be here live tomorrow night. Kimmy! And quickly too. You mean you mean the manifestation? You mean the healing thing? Yeah, that's a big thing now. I have to think this has to do with like the 222 energy, the quick manifestation. I shocked myself with that, Kim. I did not expect. I didn't have any plans about it at all. But I woke up the next day and I was healed and I was done. And I was seeing the whole thing from broader perspective. Guys, I messaged you and John both that morning. And I was in a completely different place than I was the day before. Completely different place. You know, I realized the lesson. I learned the lesson. I was healed. Yes, Allison says you're fast tracking. Yeah, exactly, and faster than ever. Faster than ever. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for. Hey, let me see if my dad's. Okay, so this is my dad's watch, and very often, good night, Bonnie. I just wanted to check and see if there he is. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. My dad transitioned in 1989. This watch usually doesn't run. Sometimes I'm drawn to put it on, and Dad says hi to everybody on camera. The watch moves. So that's my dad saying hi. And that's my mom's ring. And again, I just want to say thank you to my parents for being my parents and in this life, and that I love them very much. And I don't know what I'm doing on the 17th, which will be 1 year to the day that my mom transitioned. Let me just look at my book and see if we have anything scheduled. All I have down is celebrate mom. So maybe it's a Thursday. Why don't we create some kind of special event that Thursday? Maybe a few of us go live together or something. I don't know. I'm open to something special for the 17th. I'm open to doing something special, a celebratory event or something. I don't mean necessarily honoring mom. I mean just something good, something happy with my friends and stuff. Anyway, my godmother's birthday. Wow, cool. Allison says hi, Dad. Dad's saying hi. And the number that's coming up for the date. Let me see. The 7th. Is that what that is? The 7th. When I started wearing his watch, sometimes it was on the 4th, and that was last year. So it doesn't run all the time. It went from the 4th to the 7th over the course of a year that I've been, taking it on. So that, this is pretty cool. Sane says, I have a question. All right, dear. What is your question? Being I'm still here. And thank you for watching on YouTube. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel and give it a like. What is your question? I'm just trying to see which channel you're on. Hi, April Coleman. Did I not see you before? I don't know why I'm just now seeing your but hello and thank you for watching. And so let me see if the Saint have a question. Came in at 9:06. Let's see. Give you a couple of moments, and if you have a question and you ask me, I will do my best to answer it. Okay, so saying it's on my personal channel. Oh no, on High Vibrational Masteries channel. Excellent. Does anybody want a card? Being I'm still here. Okay, the first person that says, "Who is the girl that I will meet in March?" Who is the girl that I will meet in March? Well, that's an interesting question. Faith? That's the card that came up for you. Okay, Heather, I'll get your card in just a moment, my dear. So I feel like this might have two meanings for you, Saint. Birth, that you have all you need right now, but her name might be Faith. It could be very literal. Feel free to let me know because I would love to know if you meet somebody named Faith. But just, you obviously feel like you're going to meet somebody in March. So anyway, thank you for your question. All right, Heather, quick card for you, my dear. My dear. Where Allison says, yes, let us, right? I mean, out of all the cards and all the decks, that's the one could have been gratitude, but it was faith. And so Kimmy said, I'd love to know too, right? I know. Me too. Faith. At the same time, they're saying you've got all you need right now. You don't need anybody. He says, thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. We want pictures. We want pictures of you smiling together and stuff. And it could be, it could be literal, but it also could be someone who shares the same faith as you, or they have the same similar beliefs, or same underlying core principles, something like that. I'm feeling as well. So don't necessarily just focus on, oh, if your name isn't Faith, it's not you. Don't, you know what I mean? You'll know. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. Have faith. I couldn't resist. That was good. Oh, thank you, Spirit. That was fun. All right, Heather. Card for Heather. Card for Heather. Da, 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 da. What? All right, what does it mean, Spirit? Okay, let's see. Come out of your shell more. They're inviting you to come out of your shell more. I feel like the reason that you don't do more or share more is this false evidence appearing real stuff. That's what it is. Yeah. So it's just they're saying heal and release, heal and release. Heal and release. Because you are divine. You are this beautiful infinite being. And you are truly a beautiful soul inside and out. But I understand that you've spent a lot of time alone, isolated, as a caregiver, and just being a creative person. Not the I'm gonna close them up kind of person. Give me your credit card, buy this vacation. That's not who you are. And so, but there's a level of fear to that too, because it's not the usual thing for you to do, to be out. And I feel like they're saying talking abundantly or expressing your thoughts, views, and ideas and stuff. I feel in some ways creatively that you do, but I still feel like you're hiding behind somebody else's work or something like that, or ideas. But you have your own that want to be birthed. I want to grow, burst forth. That's the word I'm trying to say. That you have your own ideas and concepts and creations that want to burst forth from you, not just enhancing somebody else's already created ideas, but your very own that you're inspired, downloading, and you want to put out there. And they really want you to number 9, to take the time to do that. I feel like this is the bear. I feel like this bear is holding the artwork. Like that he created this. This is his own artwork, you know. He's like, I made this. I made this. This is my stuff. Got my name on it. I did this. I brought this through. I channeled this. I brought this through. That's what I'm feeling for you, Heather. I brought this through. I feel there's going to be a level of soul satisfaction that's going to be like such a relief and a release for you in this life. Ooh, they're flowing through me today. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Anybody else want a card while I'm still here? And Adele says, I would like one, please. I become so popular when I give cards. I'm happy to do it. I really thought I was getting off camera, but that's what happened. But you know what happened? I put coffee. Well, actually, I just really inspired. Oh, you're welcome. And I'm so glad I stayed. That was good reading. Okay. So, Adele, I'm getting the accountability card for you, my dear. Allison says, hi. Accountability, clean up your mess. Spirit is talking about, look how cute that dog is. He's like, what? What did I do? That's what the dog's expression. He's like, what did I do? But it's his mess. He created it, but he's like, what Spirit's saying, like, lay off the blame and shame. They never say those words, lay off. But anyway, that's what, release the blame and shame. Don't, all right, Helen, you're next. And that'll be the last one. So right after Adele will be Helen. So I feel like what they're saying is there's still a part of you that is outsourcing your power, that is expressing distaste or distrust in someone else. But it's important from broader perspective for us to be aware that whatever we're mirroring in our physical reality, it starts in here. So my physical reality outside of myself is mirroring back to me what I'm creating. So if you're manifesting things in your life or people that are saying or doing things that you don't feel are for your greatest and highest good and you're not appreciating it, well, blaming somebody may take the pressure off you in that moment, but it doesn't resolve the issue. The issue becomes an ongoing theme in your life to keep recreating more and more events where trust and blame come to play, because until you take responsibility and accountability for your own actions and your own creations in this life, then once you do that, then your life is going to be then once you realize that you create your own reality and everything in it, your life is going to be entirely different. It'll always be what you create, but you'll make different choices. And when you stop and by blaming somebody else, you're really outsourcing your power. You're giving your power away to somebody else. You're saying, "Oh, this is your fault, and this happened to me, and you made me feel bad, and well, shame on you for doing that." And you're pushing it all like it's all their problem. But you're the one feeling it, and then creating more of it. If you don't process the reason behind the lesson, you have to relieve it. What is it? Why? They're saying relive and release. Now, I never heard them say that before because I don't buy personally that you have to like relive something, but that's the way they're putting it: relive and release. And what I can humanly imagine is that they're bringing your awareness. Oh, like, oh, that's what happened, and now I can release it. Is that what you're saying? Thank you. That was a very maternal energy that just came in to tell me that. Yes, that's what we're saying. Relive and release. And then Al says, I met my amazing friend Adele at the Staten Island Expo in 2018. I love that. I obviously knew you guys knew each other just now, but that's super cool. So I hope that resonates with you, Adele, in some way. And if not, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, as always. But thank you very much. It was my honor and pleasure to pull a card for you tonight. And last card of the night, Helen Dooley, all the way from Australia. Australia! I've always wanted to go to Australia. Always, always, always. Always one of the places that I've been drawn to in this world. I've not been, but not in this life. Do you guys ever find that there's certain places? Hi, Kelly Stevens McLaughlin. Welcome. Oh, and you're welcome, Adele. You're very welcome. My pleasure. Do you guys ever feel like there's certain places? I'm preaching to the choir here. I know you're going to say yes. That there are certain places in the world that you're more drawn to. Like I'd really love to go here, and I'm not really drawn to this place, but I'm really drawn to go here or there, or. And I personally feel like it's because we have some kind of a connection, a past life connection. Not all the time, maybe, but I think often. Like I was drawn to go to Mexico, and I saw the Mayan ruins. Now I actually wanted to see the Aztec ruins, and we didn't go there. We wound up in Chichen Itza, which was amazing. And but I really was drawn to Mexico, and I've always been drawn to. Anyway, so I feel like what is the point, Spirit? The point is to make people aware that they are more aware of their own past life connections than they realize. And when I say past life, we're talking about concurrent lives because all lives run concurrently. Kimmy says yes. Alaska, South Dakota, and Scotland. I love that. I've been to South Dakota. I have. Alaska. I would love to go to Alaska. I was definitely Inuit. Inuit, is that how you pronounce it? I was definitely indigenous. I know because I'm watching this woman. She's an indigenous woman on TikTok, but I see her on Facebook Reels. And I am just like, I know that snowy land. I feel so comfortable watching her videos. I live in Florida. I have been in snow, but I don't know why that would, but it's so appealing to me. I don't want to go there. I mean, I don't want to live there now, but I know that I was there. I absolutely was. Yeah. Kimmy, I wonder if you and I were in the same place in Scotland too, huh? That's awesome. And Heather says, yes, I want to go to Ireland. I love the greenery. I have some really good friends in Ireland. Debbie Charlton. You can go visit Debbie. Actually, a few friends in Ireland. Susan Morris. There's some amazing mediums in Ireland. Do you know that? Now, I wasn't necessarily drawn to go to Ireland, but I'm very drawn to Irish people now. Actually, I've always been. I think I married one, actually. Now that if I think back, I mean, he wasn't born there, but he was descendants were. I almost said ascendants. Okay, so I've got a card for. Where did you go? Boop-a-doo. All right, the last one is for Helen. Okay, but I have two though, so here they're both for you then. All right, so which one? Both one, two. Here it is. 47. Oh, look at that. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Look at him. He's beautiful. Oh, my. Number 47, use your mind wisely. And then number 25, wow. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. We're talking about past lives, and they're saying learn from the past. There's a reason that we're talking about this, that this is coming up during your reading, Helen, and they're saying learn from the past. There's something from your past life that you have, I don't like to use the word have to learn, but that's what's coming up. You have to learn in this life in order to transmute it, to move past it. Yep. That's why this is coming up. That's why we're talking about past lives and feeling familiar in places. I love when spirit does that. They do it all the time, and I just love that. So I hope that resonates with you, my dear. Yeah, so just be aware. Just like we were just talking about. Where do I feel drawn to go? Well, maybe I feel drawn to go to America. Why? Wherever it is. So, and Heather says I have a Celtic flute. I love Celtic flute music too. I love that. Do you know? Tonight I was in the shower and I was listening to old English music from like folk music from like the 60s, but I think it was supposed to be like really old, like medieval or something. I don't know. I was trying to listen to Seth Speaks as read by Tim Hart, but I said it and they started playing this and I was like, I like this. Not ever something I would have consciously chosen, but Spirit put it on and I was enjoying it while I was in the shower. I know I was in England. I know that for sure. I've always been drawn to England, the UK. Positive about that for myself too. And Kelly says it was in Ireland in September. Beautiful place and people. Awesome. Awesome. I am going to pull one last card. It's this card. Who's the last person that asked me for a card? I believe it's Kelly. There. Horse spirit. Freedom is yours. And I really do. I feel that. Number 33. Look at that. And I do feel that, Kelly. Freedom to travel. Freedom to, I feel like you have a very carefree spirit, they're saying. Freedom to express yourself and to explore. You have the ability and the freedom to explore a lot of these places, the type of places that we're talking about. You have that ability in this life to do that. And they're encouraging you to go for it. Just feel like, go for it, go. And I actually see you. I actually see you in a rainforest. I see like a rope bridge and a rainforest. I don't know if that's something that you've done or would do, but that's what they're showing me. There's a rope bridge and a rainforest, and I'm seeing Amazon. So I hope that resonates with you, my dear. And Helen Dooley is saying, amazing, as that's what I was saying to myself yesterday. What do I need to learn from my past life? Bingo! High five, spirit hands. High five, high five. All right. Okay, well, this time I am going to go, and I'm going to go make myself some food, and I'm going to go be all excited and think about tomorrow's live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 when I'll be here with the incredible Allison. Allison, by the way, I use, do you have Chrome? Because I use StreamYard. So that's just, anyway, I don't have to talk about it live. I could tell you in my messenger, but I'm tired. I'm going to go now. I love every one of you, and I thank you all so very much for being here with me and hanging with me. And you guys are amazing, and I love every one of you. She goes, thank you. I wanted to go to the rainforest. And you shall, my dear. You shall. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. And good night, Heather. And let us know if you do, because there's a connection for you there too. Yeah, I see that. I see you going there. And Alice says, yes, I have Chrome. Perfect. Last card for everybody for the night. Ocean ebb and flow. Not every day may feel perfect at every moment, but every day is perfect at every moment. It's always exactly what it's supposed to be. And remember, we create it. So love you. Create an amazing reality, an amazing night, and I'll see you tomorrow for another amazing day. Namaste.